Hey everybody, Mark Furlow here. I'm back to show you how to complete this actual form. You can see I've changed the title a little bit and I've got all my questions and space for long answers into this Google form that I'm going to use in the social studies curriculum. My next piece is to attach an image to each one of these questions so that the students have a map to look at on the screen on their phones, as well as looking at the questions. So each one of these will tell me, the question will tell me essentially what map and what picture the kids need to look at. I've pulled those earlier from that PowerPoint and they're on my desktop. So what is the largest area in Canada and the United States, densely populated, et cetera, et cetera. So obviously for that one, I need the population density map. I'm going to click on this image here and I'm going to look for the image that I need to upload. I go into my desktop and I've got a folder that's titled here, Unit 4, Canada and Mapping Lab, etc. And so that's where my images are. My problem is, obviously, I can't tell which one is which based on the size of these. So I'm going to cancel that for a second and move that to the right side of the screen. And I'm going to come back and go over here to the folder where the images actually exist. And when I do that, I'll be able to look at these. And if I double click on them, they'll open. Elevation is slide 1. Slide 2 is climate. Slide 3, vegetation. 4, urban population. Obviously, that's what I'm going to need. And 5 is land use. So now I'm going to leave this, probably just minimize it so I can bring it back when and if I need it. So I go back here. 4 is the one I needed because that's the urban population. I'm going to upload that image. There we go. And let's take a look at that. So now I've got the image and the 4 cities in that area. So hopefully the students will be able to see here and here. It looks way smaller on this particular screen, but the students will be able to click on it and make it larger. So that one's done. Go to the next one, click on the question, and I'm going to click right here because I want the image to be directly below the question. If these were actually multiple choice answers or any other type of answer, you can actually put an image with each one of those answers as well. So if you had a smaller image just for like identifying questions or things of that nature, you could actually put an image next to each answer choice. So climate, arid, semi-arid, Mediterranean, etc. So let me go back here and see which one I need. So this is slide 5. 4 is population. 3, vegetation. Climate. So there's arid and semi-arid. That must be it. So that's going to be slide 2. Minimize that. Come back over here. Choose an image to upload. Slide 2. And let it do its thing. And here we go. So here you get the answer choices, center align, right, etc., etc. Just generally, you can just leave that however it defaults to, because center and left, if it's a big image, it'll just be in the same spot. Okay, and on it goes, and I will do this for each one of these particular questions. Resources abundant, which state appears to have most of that resource? And again, I do the same thing. Go through these images, climate, elevation, vegetation, urban population, land use. So here's our resources: coal, power, iron, etc. And that's slide 5. So back to challenge 3, image, slide 5. And essentially you'd repeat this process for any question that you're going to be doing with the kids where you want to attach the image to the question. And in this particular one, I'm going to put an image on every single one of these questions. So this will take a minute. Again, you've seen the process. I'm not going to bore you with it while I do every single one, but you'll get the idea for the next one that you do. All right. Thanks a lot.